Hello Technology Crazy here, and today we're going to be working with bat files and learning a little bit about bat programming. So it's very basic. It's basically, I'm just going to be covering what is bat files, what is CMD, all that stuff, and some basic commands and how to make bat files and stuff like that, just for the basics, and then later on we'll move on to different videos for more advanced videos. I'm hoping to make this a series because these videos are really easy to make. But basically, what is a bat file? Now, you don't need any software to make bat files, but we're going to be covering that in a second. Basically, it's CMD. So on Windows 7, you can just type in CMD here and open it up. Now, this is what we call a command prompt. A long time ago, before I was born, there was something called MS-DOS. Now, this was an operating system. It was by Microsoft, and the whole operating system was a command prompt. You had to type in every single thing you needed to do. That's just because they didn't have a lot of computer space and a lot of RAM and all that stuff. Everything was basically this. But then when they moved up to GUI, now everyone just enjoys dragging their files around, and I do too. But if we go back to CMD, we have full control of the whole system. So some of the stuff you can do, if you're an administrator on your computer, you can do net user, get a list of all your users, net user, and then you just type in the user you want and space star. Now this is where you can actually change their password from CMD, because CMD has full access over the whole computer. Stuff you can't necessarily do in Windows, you can do in CMD. So we're going to be harnessing that power with bat files. Basically, when you make a bat file, whatever you type in that bat file, it'll open up CMD and run it. So any commands in CMD will work in bat files. Basically, CMD is a portal. That's like what I like to think of it as, a window. Now, in Windows System 32, as you can see, that's where it's running from. There's a whole bunch of different commands, like the Shutdown Command, which is very fun to use if you look it up. But basically, it looks like it's running in CMD, but it's actually a shutdown.exe. And so it's not actually in the CMD program. And what CMD does, when you type it in, it'll actually search in this folder for the shutdown.exe. So you have to remember that CMD is not a program by itself. It's more like a window of what you can do. And you can also download and make your own commands beside the shutdown, and I'll be showing you that right now. So if we right click on anywhere on the Windows and go to new and go to text document, now we can open this up and save it as a bat file. And how to do this, you just go to save as type and go to all files, because we don't want a txt, because that's like a notepad file. And now we just have to type .bat after our file, and there you've made a bat file. It's empty, but it is a bat file. So now if we refresh, we can delete the text file, and we have our bat file right here, where we can right click and go to edit and edit it. So now we're just going to be going over some very basic commands that will be very useful until the next video, where I go a little bit more in depth and move on until we get like extreme programming and stuff like that. But basically, the very first one is a very important one. It's @echo off. Now, to show you this, we're going to do echo hi, which is basically going to say hi. When you want to say something, you can just do echo hi. Now, if we run it right now, you're going to notice it closes right away, and you can't see anything. That's kind of useless. So we need to add a command called pause. So now if it'll pause, it won't close right away, and it'll say press any key to continue, and then it'll close. But basically, we can see it says echo hi, and then says hi, but we don't want it to say echo hi and all this stuff necessarily. To do this, to get rid of it, basically we can go @echo off, and it won't show any of the commands. It won't show this command. It'll only show what this command actually does. It won't show echo off. It'll just say hi instead of echo hi. So it just says hi there, and then our pause command. The next one we're going to be talking about is the clear function, or command. Basically, it's very useful for clearing the screen. I'm just going to do 2 pauses in here and put the clear thing. So right now it's going to do echo off, turn it off, say hello, pause, and once after I continue the pause, it'll clear the screen and then pause again. Save that and open it up. So it says hi, press again, and it cleared the screen and paused again. So that's a very useful command if you're getting into a lot of lines of code. The next one's a very interesting one. It's called the goto command, and it's fairly easy to understand. It'll bring you to any line of code in your program. So let's say we had the same program right here, and we did echo Justin. Let's say we didn't actually want it to go to Justin, but we wanted to start, like the code will run here and go to the next line, go to the next line. But let's say we want to skip Justin and go over there. We can go to end, and then later on we can do colon end. Now what we'll do is it says go to, and it'll look for end, and when you do a colon in front of something, it'll actually skip out of that code. So if you type in end in CMD, just the end, it's not going to recognize the code. But when we do like colon end, it won't actually run as a command. It's like kind of invisible. So end is invisible until you use the goto command. It'll find the end and go there. And let's pause again. So it should skip echo Justin. And it did, hello, and then skipped echo Justin and went to the pause. So that's just a very, very basic understanding of what BAT can do. Some of the cool things I'm going to put in the description. I've made a master program here. I'm not going to release it all because it does contain some of my passwords and stuff like that. But some of the really cool ones you want to check out is I have a CMD command where you can actually unlock CMD at school, because any school or any smart school would block CMD, so you can't search it and open it up. It'll say access denied. But this will allow you to open up your BAT file that you made. Basically, you just copy and paste the code that I'm going to give you in the description into this, and you'll get this really cool program, which is basically CMD. Actually identical to CMD, but it's a BAT file, and it will not be blocked unless your school blocks BAT files. So that's a little bit of fun trick. And there's also the shutdown command. And let me just explain this to you before I end this video. If I type shutdown, just like that, and get lots of writing. Now up here we have the usage, and this is the syntax of it. Now what is syntax? Well, in English it's the order of letters or numbers or words in a sentence or something like that. With programming it's the same thing. It'll show you how to use the shutdown command. So to activate it you have to write shutdown, and then these are all the different variables that you can use, including the computer name and the time and stuff like that. So with BAT files we'll take the syntax, so we'll take this whole thing and we'll do it all automatically. So later on, I'm probably going way over your head right now, but I'll just show you what you can do, and we'll move on to the next video later on. So if I write down shutdown, it'll say welcome, press any continue, and you can type in the computer IP and the numbers until the seconds, and you want to send them a message, and it will run, and it'll also ask you if you want to abort. Now it took all that coding from the syntax, like all these different variables, like the time is somewhere here, this is the time right here, and it stuck it all into one piece of code that was really, really easy to do. So that's what you can do with the goto command, and also variables and stuff like that. But we'll cover that in later videos. I'm just kind of rambling off just to get you a basic understanding of what CMD is. And if you want to check out what you can do, just go into the internet and search cool CMD commands. And if you wonder what a command is, like if you wonder what does the shutdown command do, or how do you use it, you can do / after the command, and it will give you how to use it. Now it already said that before, but let's say we did like ipconfig, which will tell you your IP address. You do /, and it'll tell you how to use ipconfig. So you can actually say /all after or /renew or stuff like that. It'll basically tell you how to use it and give you all the information just to help you guys out. But you can also go and check out Google. So I hope you guys check out more stuff about BAT. We're going to be moving more on in the later videos, and I hope this isn't too long. But I wanted to make it very, very simple for you guys to understand what BAT files are. And I hope you guys have tons of fun with it. And I guess that's all. From Technology Crazy, goodbye. Okay, so the Ppe Program Winner this week is Science Hideout. Now, he makes really cool chemical videos, and I'm actually quite interested in his channel. I've already watched like almost all his videos, just because he's a kid, but he seems like he has a great understanding of chemicals and chemical reactions, and he has all these really, really cool like explosions, or how to do this and that, and make nitrogen something or other, or like big baking soda and vinegar explosions. So if you want to go and check out his channel, all you have to do is go and click on the click me button on your screen right now. And if you want to join the Ppe program and get a free shout out, all you have to do is go into my latest video and say pick me, and you can say it as many times as you want, and I might pick you for my next video. So I guess that's all. I hope you have a wonderful new year, and goodbye.